Hello, welcome back. This is Jeff Byers. This is ANI150, and this is Module 12. We're on the last 4 parts of the semester. So we've got Module 12, which we're going to work on this week, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to have a 4-part series, and we're going to be creating sci-fi modular assets so you can put it into a game level like Unreal 4. Now the reason why normally we would go into Unreal 4, build the scene, light it, and turn it in, which is a lot of fun. You guys can still do that. Those of you that would like to download Unreal 4, I am happy to grade you that way. But understand that Unreal 4 takes a tremendous amount of resources to even download it. It takes about 20 gigs to download the entire program and to run it. You have to have at least that much space on your hard drive. It is very GPU intensive, so you have to have a really good video card. You have to have a pretty good system to do that. So that's why I'm not requiring it for this particular module. We're going to be you're going to be rendering it in Unreal 4 if that's your choice of software, or we're going to be rendering it in, putting it together in Maya and rendering it with Arnold. So it's up to you if you want to do Unreal 4. I'm not really supporting that in this module. I don't have enough time for all the videos for that. So it's up to you if you want to do that. I am going to support, of course, Maya and Arnold because that's the software of choice right now for this class. Okay. So just want to get that out front. You may use Unreal 4 and present your materials that way if you'd like to, and I am okay with that. I support that. But I won't have any videos, so you'll have to learn Unreal 4 on your own and get all that stuff, all that information. So it's a little more work for you because I won't be covering that in this class. Okay? Alright, so you know the usual information. Please get a hold of me. We're almost finished. We got 4 more modules left. And if you're behind, what I would do if you're behind is just go ahead and start Module 12, get that out of the way, and then you go back to your earlier modules that you need to finish. That's my best recommendation for everybody that's in this class that might be struggling a little bit, is that focus on Monday on Module 12. Get as much stuff as you can done in Module 12. Get it finished. Maybe start on Monday and get it done by Wednesday. It's not a hard module. So start on Monday and get done on Wednesday. And then go ahead and put everything together to turn in. And then go back and do Module 11 or Module 10, stuff that you need to finish up. And that's what you need to do. Otherwise, you're going to continue to be behind. And unfortunately, Module 15, which is your last module for this semester, cannot be turned in late. Okay? So, because of that, I got to get grades turned in for you guys. So you guys got to understand Module 15 you cannot be turning that in late. So I've got to have that in that day, and I've got to get grades in the next, if it's due on Sunday, I've got to get the grades in. So we have very little leeway there as far as getting grades in, and I'm sorry, but that's how it is. You've got to start Module 12 and really keep up on that, and let's just knock this thing out. Okay? So modularity is essential in gaming, so that's why we're touching on it, and it's our last project. So I feel confident that you know what you're doing now with modeling, and I know you're more comfortable in Substance Painter with texturing, and those are the 2 main pieces of software, either Maya 3ds Max for modeling, and then Substance Painter for texturing. That's basically the industry standard. So if you're still trying to get stuff done in Photoshop, you're going to find yourself kind of at a loss when you get into the industry because everybody's using Substance Painter now. So please, if you've been holding back, you need to. It's a lot faster to texture, and things look pretty good and it gives you a great base texture. I'm not saying you can't bring it into Photoshop. I want you guys to bring it into Photoshop. but as a post-process. Okay. So with that said, we'll have our introduction video here. Our overview is very simple. We're gonna focus on building modular pieces, and again, I'm gonna take you through what a modular piece is. So I'm gonna have you build 17 altogether. So we're gonna build 15 together, and then you're gonna build 2 original modular pieces or variants, okay? And I show you how to do a variance, but I'm going to have you do your own. You're going to do 2 of your own variants on a wall, okay? 2 different size walls. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Again, objectives and course assignment. Okay, you can see that there's not much there. There's 4 pieces that are involved. And then we've got the usual shortcuts and my UI, and here's my lecture. I need you to read through this very carefully. This describes what modular system is and why they use them, why it's so heavily used in games. So please read that. That's part of your assignment. And your quiz will be over this assignment. Okay? Whenever you see lesson assignments, unless I specify, your quiz is going to be over your lesson content, so make sure you read that very carefully. Okay, and you can take notes, of course. And then there's a video on modular concepts that needs to be watched. And then online I found a nice reference that I think, basically we're going to be using, and you can get it here, or you can right click over it here and go save image as, whatever you prefer, if that's not working. Again, you should know this, but some of you might still have problems with getting an image imported, a reference image. That's a really quick way of doing that. And then I take you through how to get started, how to block it out, and it's all about scale. And it's all about being able to divide things and have it scaled in units. So I show you how to get started. And then once you know how to do this, you can create your own modular systems, put them together. It's really a lot of fun. There's a lot of work up front, but it's really fun to snap them together, and you can get some really interesting choices, kind of like putting Legos together, and you can put them in different ways. So make sure you watch these videos one by one, and you can always watch the video a little bit. The best way to watch a video, guys, what I've noticed is that you can either watch the whole thing, just like this video here, watch the whole thing in its entirety and just watch it, and then go back and then watch it and pause it and then work with the video. So as you see me working, you would pause the video and you would do what I showed you in the video, and you would do it in Maya yourself, and then you continue on, and that's how you work with these videos. Okay, that's what I would recommend. If you're having issues and problems, don't watch too much. I think a lot of times students watch too much of the video, and then they pause it and then they try to remember what I did 4 or 5 minutes ago, and you can't, because I've gone through too many things, too many steps. Okay? Alright, so just pause it. It takes a little longer to get through the module that way, but at least you'll have something that is similar to what I have. It's what I'm looking for. Okay? Now, the question I get from students is, can I go on my own? The answer is yes and no, meaning that you need to follow the same exact structure of the reference. The whole idea is try to get as close to the reference as you possibly can. So that's the ideal. If there's a different design you want to do on the floor, I think I'm okay with that. As long as I see some detail on the floor, I'm okay with that. And the thing is, you will be able to design. I'm going to give you 2 instances or 2 variants that you can do all your own. That'll be your own design, okay? 2 pieces. The rest I want to look like mine, okay? All right? The reason why I do that is because it's easier for me to grade, right? I've had some students go totally on their own, and I would say 1 out of 10 looks good and the other 9 do not look good. And it's just because they didn't put enough detail in it, or they thought they were modeling properly, and it turns out that they didn't. So when they tried to smooth it, get a hard surface model, it fell apart. So if you follow the videos, at least do that, and then I give you your own right here. Now it's time to create 2 more variants on your own. And that's when you can do your own design. Anything you want, as long as it fits within this shape. Okay? And it fits within the grid system. Alright? So keep that in mind. Alright? So anyway, when you get all done, you should have something that looks like this, plus the 2 that you do. I did not include the 2 that you're going to be doing, but these are the pieces that you'll be modeling. Now, the door I want you to do on your own. That's one of the ones that I think you guys can do on your own. I don't in fact, I redid this door. I wasn't really happy with that, but I redid that door, and it looks much better now. And anyway, I'm a lot happier with that door that I have now than I did with this one. But if you want to do your own door, go ahead. Feel free to do that. But the rest of these, I really want you to follow as closely as possible, and that's how I can grade you, right? I'm able to grade you a lot better. Okay? All right. Makes it easier for me to grade. The floor panels, again, these are just pieces that I think you can have some fun with the floor panels and the ceiling panels. Okay? You can have a little bit of leniency on there, but again, I just don't want to see no detail at all. And if I start seeing that kind of stuff, I will take points off. And the best way to say it is that if you can if you do your own with the ceiling and the floor, you have to have at least as much detail as I do or more. Okay? Otherwise, I will take a closer look at it. If you're not, the best way to put it is challenging yourself. Okay? Alright, so with that said, I want you to have a lot of fun with this, because you can reuse these pieces over and over and over again, and I think this is the most fun. I saved the last assignment. I think it's the most fun and the easiest to do. Literally, we have 4 weeks to do this, and so we have the time to do it right. And this also, I did this for a reason. This also allows you, if you do get on this right away on Monday and get it done by Wednesday, you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then all day Sunday, 4 more days to catch up with your other stuff. So it's quite possible that you're behind on other things, but I want you to start on this right away, get it done, so you won't be behind on the rest of the modules. Okay? My best advice to you guys is to start your new assignment right away, get it done. Get it done in good manner, meaning you give me some good detail and get it looking like mine, and you're good to go. Just don't rush through it just to get it done, because that won't look good. And you'll get points off if you do that, because it won't look good. But you can get this done in 3 days. Okay? You can get this done in 3 days. No problem. Okay? And that's about 4 hours a day. 3 days, 4 hours a day, should have that done. And then you can catch up on your other assignments and get those in as soon as possible. Okay? Alright? Now, students ask me, well, after 10 days. So this is the best thing. After 10 days, I have to give you 0. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. It's not fair to anybody else that's been turning their stuff in on time. 10 days is a long time. It's just a little short of 2 weeks. So, so basically, if you're getting close to that and you're not even close to being finished with an assignment, I would move on to the next one and get it done. But this is really your thing. It's online, so you guys can choose any way you want to do this. But I prefer that you work, if a new module comes up, that you start right away in that new module, knock it out, and then go back to your other stuff. Because if you get the thing is, it just snowballs into a bigger problem, and you get confused when you're trying to do 2 projects at once, 2 assignments at once, trying to catch up. So focus on this assignment, and then get it done midweek, and then you have the rest of the week to finish up your other module assignments if you need to. If you have questions or concerns, I want you to email me, please. We're getting to the end here, and I want you guys to start communicating. A lot of you have already that are struggling. All right. A lot of the issues come from basic time management skills. Please look at Module 2 and get yourself back into shape again as far as your time management and goal setting. You have to set your goals up. You have to give yourself time to get stuff done. And there's a lot of outside issues that are going on right now. We just need to close those out, and let's just really focus on what you need to do. And that's my best advice for you guys, because a lot of the times it's not the fact that when you get this far, you're losing interest in the assignments, you're losing interest in, and you're not motivated anymore. A lot of that has to do with the lack of time management skills and goals. Setting goals helps get you motivated again, because then you see that you've created something really amazing, and that's what you need to do. Okay, find and finish stuff off, but focus on the next module right away, get that knocked out, and then go back to your other ones and finish those. Okay, that's the best advice I can give you. That way you can stay current with the new modules, because we only have, after this one, we only have 3 more left. Okay, we're at the end. And I wish you guys the best of luck and have a lot of fun with this module. It's a lot of fun. And then of course you have texturing that we need to do, and you guys can texture it any way you like. I chose to texture it like the reference or close to it. That's my preference, but you guys have freedom to texture it any way you like, and I wanted to give you guys that freedom. And then you have you can design 2 of your variants any way you like for the side panels. Okay, have fun and enjoy this week, and I'll see you guys in Module 13. Have a great week.